What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle appearing at Gamescom. So firstly, just to talk about the news, was announced on Jeff Keighley's Twitter account that we're going to be getting a new look at the game on Tuesday, August 20th, and that's pretty much it. Now, we've heard about, Xbox potentially having a really big Gamescom. This is kind of how you do it. Now, in terms of my expectations, I want to talk a little bit about what I hope to see. Kind of easy to boil it down. Release date. Am I excited to see more of it? Yes, and I think there's definitely a little bit more room to show just like flat out gameplay. We've gotten a little bit of it. I don't think any of us are confused as like how the game is actually going to operate, but I do think if there's like one element specifically that they could show more of, in this game, I think it actually is the gameplay. We've got enough of the personality, and things like that, and that's good. I mean, you need to have that stuff, but in terms of how it's actually going to play, again, not going to catch us by surprise, but something they could absolutely show more of. Now, okay, you have that. I mean, that's the biggest part to it, right? Whether it's a 2-minute thing, a 4-minute thing. I mean, you're going to come away from it and you're going to say, okay, well, this is more of like what the game's going to look like. Release date. You got to give a release date. I've talked a lot about it, especially ever since Avowed got delayed, but Indiana Jones was the game that I thought was going to get delayed, right? And you even look at the rumors of Avowed was supposed to be November, and then Indiana Jones was supposed to be December. And it really seems like as of when they delayed Avowed, that was still kind of it. I feel like they kind of move Avowed because of Stalker. Stalker moves from September to November. Now suddenly there's no room for Avowed because, well, you're going to put it up a week before or a week after Stalker, and then Indiana Jones might be like a week or two after that regardless, right? So I'm still expecting Indy to come out in December. I think you got to give the date, right? So I'm kind of expecting, to be honest with you, that first week of December, just to put it, whether it's the Tuesday, whether it's the Friday, take your pick, but I'm kind of expecting it right there, kind of right before the Game Awards, which would be like the week after it, right? But that's the big thing for me. I mean, I'm a big release date guy, right? Tell me when I can purchase the game, tell me when I can play the game, whatever, but that's the biggest thing for me. But definitely exciting. Honestly, we've seen like a list of all the stuff that's going to be at Gamescom, and I got more Gamescom videos coming over the weekend of games that I want to see and games that I don't think we'll see. Indie is pretty high up there in terms of like the biggest game. There's a couple. Monster Hunter, I guess, maybe depending on the community. Monster Hunter is a very big game. I mean, even like Civilization, again, depends on which circle you're in, but Civ is a pretty big game too. So I don't know. Right now, I would put Indiana Jones in like the top 3 or 5, in terms of games that are like actually confirmed to be there. So we'll see what they show. We'll talk about the actual gameplay, and then I'm sure we'll have something to say about the release date when they do. As long as it's not 2025. If it gets delayed, I just don't get why you would delay Avowed if Indy is also delayed, right? So that's kind of my rational thinking. I mean, maybe it's not rational, but that's my way of thinking about it, where Indiana Jones has to be in this year, because then it really wouldn't make sense to move Avowed all the way into, February of 25. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.